Come back, my dear Vicomte, come back. What can you be doing in the country with an old aunt whose property is already entailed on you? Come at once. I need you. I have a wonderful idea, and you must carry it out. You will serve both love and vengeance, and it will be an exploit to put in your memoirs. Yes, in your memoirs. For I wish them to be printed one day, and I undertake to write them. Madame de Volanges is marrying off her daughter. It is still a secret, but she told me about it yesterday. And whom do you think she has chosen for her son-in-law? The Comte de Gercourt. I am in a rage. Who would have thought that I should become cousin to a man who has so humiliated me? And I cannot think that you have forgiven him for that little adventure either, seeing as it was your intendant for whom he threw me over. But I calm myself, and the thought of vengeance soothes my mind. You know Gercourt's ridiculous insistence on ensuring himself a chaste bride by selecting a convent girl. Let us prove to him that he is a mere fool. No doubt he will be one day, but it would be amusing to have him begin by being one. Moreover, the heroine of this new adventure is worthy of all your attention. She is really pretty. She is only 15, a rosebud, very promising. You have no more to do than to thank and obey me. I insist on your being with me tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. I shall receive no one until 8, not even the reigning Belroche. His mind is not equal to so important an affair. You see that love does not blind me. Goodbye. It is after midday. Very soon I shall cease to take an interest in you.
You will see, my dear, that I have kept my word, and that clothes do not occupy all of my time. I have seen more in one day than in the 4 years we spent at the convent. Mamma treats me less like a schoolgirl than she used to, and I'm even writing too from my very own writing desk, where I can lock everything up with a key. But despite this, I'm still kept in ignorance. If Mamma didn't say so often that a young lady should remain at the convent until it is time for her to marry, I should think there was no plan to marry me at all. I wish I knew it was happening. Yesterday, Mamma invited a number of people to supper. I was very bored. Everybody looked at me and whispered to each other, and I couldn't help blushing. I think I heard 2 or 3 times the word pretty. Oh, but I distinctly heard awkward, and the latter must be true, because the woman who said it is my mother's relative and friend. She even seemed to have a sudden friendship for me. She is the only one who talked to me all evening, and we are having supper at her house tomorrow. A carriage has just stopped at the door, and Mamma sends me a message to come to her at once. Suppose it is my intended? I must not keep them waiting. Adieu for a moment. I am so embarrassed. When I entered Mamma's room, I saw a gentleman standing beside her. He bowed to me and said to Mamma, "This is a charming young lady, and I feel more than ever the value of your favor." I started to tremble so much I had to sit down. I had scarcely done so when this man was at my knees. I lost my head and sprang up with a shriek. Mamma burst out laughing. He was the shoemaker. Oh, I think that lady was right. I am awkward. Goodbye, dear Sophie. I can assure you the world is not as amusing as we imagined.
Your orders are charming. This is not the first time that I regret that I am no longer your slave, and however much of a monster you say that I am, quite often I even hope that I might deserve again those softer names which you once honored me with, and that the two of us can give the world an example of constancy. But to conquer is our fate, and fate must be obeyed. Perhaps we shall meet again at the end of our career. You have shared with me all the secrets of my heart, and I am about to confide to you the greatest project I have ever formed. What was it you proposed to me? To seduce a girl who has seen and knows nothing, who would be led more by curiosity than by love. 20 others could succeed as well as I, but the enterprise which now occupies me assures me as much fame as pleasure. You know, Madame de Tauvin, her religious devotion, her conjugal love, her austere principles. That is what I am attacking. That is the enemy worthy of me. You may know her husband is in Burgundy on account of some big lawsuit, and his wife is passing her temporary widowhood here, a mass every day, a few visits to the poor in the district, solitary walks, and sometimes a dismal game of cards are her only distractions. Luckily, 4 people are needed for a hand of whist, and since there is no one here but the local curate, my eternal aunt pressed me to sacrifice a few days to her. For the last 4 days, then, I have given myself up to this powerful passion. I have but one idea. I think of it by day and dream of it by night. I must have this woman to save myself from the ridiculous position of being in love with her. I shall carry her away from the husband who profanes her. I shall even dare to ravish her from the God she adores. Far be it from me to wish to destroy the prejudices which torture her. On the contrary, let her believe in virtue. But let her sacrifice it to me. Let her be agitated by 1,000 terrors and not be able to crush them save in my arms. I shall indeed be the God she has preferred.